There's a new sheriff in town, and she takes no prisoners. Joining me now, two ladies that help women and men find the right spouses and get rid of the lousy ones. From Phoenix, private investigator, a.k.a. Love Decoy, Sandra Hope, who is CEO of Mate Check Investigations. And from Los Angeles, Liz Kelly, author of Smart Man Hunting. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Kelly, you got some red flags for bad men, so I know a lot of ladies have got their faces glued to the screen. So, Liz, tell me, what's the deal?
Yeah, I actually have 3 red flags that will help you tell if a guy's going to be a cheater. So, number 1 is if the guy's cheated in the past, he's going to do it again. Cheaters cheat again. Number 2, are they high maintenance? And do they want you to wine and dine them, because when the show's over, they're going to have wandering eyes? And number 3 is, are they a cheerleader for your passions? Because if they're not, their mind is on something else, and it's not you.
All right, so Sandra, what's the deal? Private investigator, how do you catch these guys?
Hi, well, thank you for having me on your show. I catch the guys. First of all, I don't believe that once they cheat, they'll cheat again.
Really? You don't think once a cheater, always a cheater? Really?
Absolutely not. Just because you hadn't found the right person and then you do find the right person, absolutely not. But what I do is, this is how I work. If you have a suspicion that maybe your significant other is cheating or may cheat, you can hire a decoy. And the decoy can be wired up, have questions that you may want to know if your husband or wife would say they're married, have children, happy, or find out if they have a condo, apartment, or even another cell phone that you didn't know that they might have. And the decoy can go wired up with audio and video and just ask them questions just like we are talking right now and see if they would pick up on a decoy.
So what you're doing is you're hiring women to hit on men. Isn't that kind of entrapment?
Not entrapment at all. I mean, they can say no whatsoever, and everybody has the right to know if their significant other is cheating or would go out with somebody else while they're sitting at home, upset and being lied to.
You know, Liz, and that's funny because a lot of people, if you ask ladies, they say that men are, I don't know, it's hard for them to resist temptation. So if you've got a beautiful woman coming up to you and asking you all these questions, obviously the temptation's going to be there. But I mean, do you think that this is fair game, that men just need to be watching out for Sandra because she's going to be watching out for the ladies' men?
Well, I think also that the women have to watch out for me as well, because I do have male decoys who do pick up on women.
Okay.
So it goes both sides.
And it goes both ways. So Liz, okay, and let's not be unfair here. Liz, obviously women cheat too. Let's not bash on the men. Any advice?
I would agree.
Bad ladies. How do we spot out a bad lady? Give our men viewers some tips on what to look for.
Well, I think we could look at Anna Nicole. I mean, I think we have some issues there. But I think it's the high maintenance. It's the, they're not around when you think they're going to be. They miss phone calls. You don't know where they were. And I think there's a lot I tell people to do with checking Google, because you can find a lot of things out about a person on Google. I checked out this guy I met online. I found his marriage history. I also found some odd blog listings, and I thought it was really strange. And then when we started getting serious and I said, I'd like to have a relationship, his comment to me was, well, I don't know why we have to be exclusive. I think we should both sleep with 3 or 4 people at the same time and then decide.
All right. Well, unfortunately...
Well, men usually cheat for sex, and women usually cheat to change their whole lifestyle.
All right,
so.
Sandra and Liz, we thank you. We've run out of time. Thank you. Up next, wonder what Conan, Leno, and Letterman all have to say about all that's going on in the nation's capital? Well, we got the clips coming up on the other side of the break. See you later.
They engineered the unimaginable, pyramids over 50 stories high. But how did they build it? Hosted by Peter Weller, Engineering an Empire, a 2-hour series premiere, as only the History Channel can bring you. Check your local listings.
Honesty, privacy, respect, and great rates. That's why people who use eLoan are spreading the word. Those are just some of the revolutionary ways we're changing the lending industry. eLoan. Radically simple.
Once there were two neighbors who wanted to replace their windows. Bob called Pella. Rob called this fella. Bob got to work with a Pella expert to choose from windows and doors made to the highest standard. Rob didn't. Pella professionally installed each window for a proper fit, unlike this fella. Now Bob and Rob both have their replacement windows.